everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we are making this adorable heart bookmark. This is for any book lover in your life. This is super simple to make and they can think of you every time they're reading their favorite book. This is super fun. We are using Red Heart Super Saver, or I'm sorry, not Super Saver, Red Heart Soft yarn, but you could use Red Heart Super Saver if you'd like, or any worsted weight yarn. But this soft yarn is really soft and nice on the pages of a book. We are making this actually in a granny stitch style heart, and then we're making a braid to make the tassel. It's really simple. Big thank you to Red Heart Yarns for providing this yarn today. I'm using Red Heart Soft in the color Berry, but you can use any color you'd like. So, and really any yarn you'd like. You can even use cotton yarn too. Also, I'm going to be using a G-size crochet hook for this tutorial today. You can use a G-size hook, an H-size hook, or even an I-sized hook. But this hook today I'm using is from the Etsy shop Would Be Fancy. You've seen this hook in a lot of my video tutorials, and every time I use it I have to tell everybody to get theirs because first of all, the shop is always like going out of stock and it's hard to get these hooks. And second of all, these hooks are super popular and just great for, you know, crocheting for really long periods of time. I cannot tell you guys about these hooks enough. They are so wonderful. And if you follow me on Snapchat, I snap these quite often too, because these are the hot new item on the crochet community and you need them. You absolutely need that. Also, you're going to use a scissors and a yarn needle to cut our yarn and sew in some ends on this heart bookmark today. So those are all the supplies. It's a really simple project. Check out the links in the description of this video for the free written pattern of this bookmark on YARNutopia.com. Also a link to each of these supplies so you can get these supplies online anywhere. And check out the links to my Facebook and Instagram. And if you make this, make sure to share a photo on the Facebook and Instagram, #YARNutopia. And you know what? Today, leave a comment in this video or on my blog today on this post of what your favorite book is. I've been looking for new reading material, so I'd like to hear what your favorite books are that I can maybe add to my bookshelf. Alright guys, that is all the supplies we need and all the information, so let's get started and make this super simple heart bookmark. Ooh, I just noticed my yarn matches my nails. How exciting. Alright, let's get started using this yarn. We're going to make a slip knot, so put your short end over your long end, then fold this down and then pull your long end through and pull tight. And we are going to start out by chaining 4. So yarn over and pull through 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to go all the way to that very first chain right here and slip stitch in there to form a ring. So go into that chain, then yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook. I'm having struggles. There we go. And there you formed a ring. Now if you wanted to, you can start with a magic ring and that's totally fine as well. But let's start out by chaining up 3. And this is going to count as our first stitch. 1, 2, and 3. So we are going to actually work into that stitch when we come back around. So we're going to make a traditional granny square style starting out. We are going to put 2 double crochets into this ring. So yarn over, go into the ring, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through those other 2 loops, and there is a double crochet. Again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So it looks like there's 3 double crochets here. Now we're going to create a corner, so let's chain 2, 1 and 2, and now we need to put 3 double crochets back into this ring right here. So yarn over, go back in, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So there's 1, here's 2, and here's 3. Okay, and again, we're going to just repeat this all the way around until we have 4 groupings here and 4 corners. So let's chain 2, 1 and 2, and make 3 more double crochets into this ring. 1, 2, and 3. And now let's chain 2 for our third corner. 1 and 2, and make our last grouping of 3 double crochets into this ring. 1, 2, and 3. Then to finish this round, we just have this one corner left. We are going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and slip stitch to the first chain up 3 stitch here. 1, 2, 3, right into the top here. Go into this loop and this back loop. Yarn over and pull through that. There we go. And then you pull through that loop on your hook as well. Awesome. So as you can see, there's a mini square made. Perfect. Going on to the next row, row 2, we're going to turn our work around. So flip it over, just like this. And we're going to chain up 3. 1, 2, and 3. And this chain up 3 here is looking like it's worked into this chain 2 corner space. So in this chain 2 corner space, we are going to put 2 double crochets. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So there's 1 and 2. Now we are going to create a corner, so let's chain 2, 1 and 2, and in that same corner space right here, we're going to put 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so it looks like a corner. It actually looks like there's 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets in there. Now what we're going to do is chain 1, so yarn over, pull through, and hop to this next corner here. And in this corner, we're going to put 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and put 3 more double crochets into that same corner space. 1, 2, and 3. This takes me back to 2016 when we did the 365 Days of Granny Squares project. Remember that? Chain 1 after that corner. He's like nodding his head. Yep, I remember. Alright, so chain 1 after that corner there. Hop into this corner here and do the same exact thing as that. So 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3, and then chain 2 for the corner. For the corners, you can chain 2 or 3. It's totally up to you. I chain 2. And then we're going to double crochet 3 more times. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Then, you guessed it, chain 1 and hop to the last corner right here and make our corner stitches. That's 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets, all in that same corner. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, and 3. To finish this round, we are going to chain 1 and slip stitch to the beginning chain up 3 stitch here. 1, 2, 3. Right at the top here, go in, there we go, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. And there you have round 2 done. Awesome. Round 3 says, let's see here, turn the work around, and we're going to be working into this side area here. Let's chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3, and again that chain up 3 counts as a stitch. And in this side chain 1 space right here, we are going to put 11 double crochets into here. So yarn over, go into this space here. We're making basically the hump of the heart here. So let's put 11 double crochets in this one spot. So there's 1, here's 2, 3, 4. It's going to get pretty tight in there. Here's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, so it's going to look something like this so far. Now what we're going to do is skip over this corner right here and hop into this next side way over here. And we are going to put 12 double crochets in there. It actually looks like there's 12 in here because this beginning chain up 3 counts as a stitch. So it's actually 12 stitches. So going into this one way over here on this side, so skip this corner and go into this one here, and we're going to put 12 double crochets in there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to go a little faster here, 5, 6, 7, 8, whoops, we got to get more yarn here, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, now don't worry what this looks like here, because actually later we are going to come back and pinch this down into round 2's chain 2 space. So it will be down in there, and then these little humps will be more upward and everything. It'll look good. So now what we're going to do, this next corner right here, we are going to single crochet into this next corner. So skip these 3 double crochet stitches and go into this corner right here and single crochet. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, just like that. Now it says to single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. Sorry guys, grab my yarn. It's all tangled up over here. So single crochet into each of these next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. And then put 1 single crochet into this chain 1 space. 1. And then single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. And now we're in the bottom point of our heart, okay? And at this point, we are going to put a single crochet in there, then chain 2, 1 and 2, and then single crochet back into that same space there, just like that. So that's the bottom point. And now we're going to single crochet in each one of these next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3, and then single crochet into this chain 1 space here. And then we're going to single crochet in each one of these next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. And we're also going to put 1 single crochet into this chain 2 corner space. Just 1 single crochet in there. Now back to the beginning here, there's our first grouping of double crochet stitches. We are going to slip stitch to our beginning chain up 3 stitch here. 1, 2, 3, right at the top here, just go into this front loop, and there should be a back loop around here. There we go, right in there. Yarn over and pull through, and then pull through the loop on your hook and pull tight, and then stretch this out. And there is the start of your heart. You can see the heart shape is starting to come together. So now let me untangle some yarn and we can go on to round 4. Alright, so after you slip stitched into this chain up 3 stitch, do not turn your work, okay? We're going to chain up 1, and we're going to make something called a reverse single crochet stitch in each stitch. We're actually going to work this way now. So let's single crochet into this stitch here, actually going to the previous stitch right here, okay? So there's our slip stitch right there, and there's our chain 1. So we're going to go to this stitch right in here, and you can see I'm going down into it, okay, into that stitch, yarn over and pull through. So just hook on the yarn just like that. So now we have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through both of those loops. And that is a reverse single crochet. So it's going to just look like a roped edge on this piece. It's going to look fabulous. So now going back down into this next stitch to this side, oh, we're going this way now, then hook on that yarn, so just kind of go over it and hook it under and into your stitch just like that, and you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, so go down into the next stitch, hook it onto your hook, the working yarn there, pull it through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, down into the next, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2. So it's actually like hooking over your yarn. You're going over the top, hooking it into the thing just like that, and then yarning over like normal and pulling it through those 2 loops. Okay, and that's all we're doing. Now, when we get to this chain 2 space of the point of our heart, let me show you what to do here. I'm almost there. We're just going in each stitch, just making our reverse single crochet stitches. Okay, just like that. So now, in this chain 2 space right here, we are going to, let's see here, reverse single crochet in each stitch. At the bottom chain 2 space, put 1 reverse single crochet in it. So go into that chain 2 space and just make 1 reverse single crochet stitch in there, and then just keep going to the next, just like that. Then it also says in the pattern at the top center, so I'm just going to go up this side, okay, and in the top center here, I'll meet you back up because I'll show you how to pin this down, and then we'll go on to making the rest. So just reverse single crochet until you get to the top center. Alright, I'm at the top center here now, so you can see, let's see here, there's a stitch right here, so I'm going to work in there. And then we are going to go into this chain 2 space of round 2. We're going to go down into there and reverse single crochet into there to pin this down, just like that. And then just hop to this very next stitch right here and work the rest of your reverse single crochets. So I just have 12 more to go, and then I'll meet you up and we will go on to the next step. Alright, to fasten this off, we're going to go into our first reverse single crochet stitch. So right under this loop here and this loop here. Okay, and then yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook just like that to slip stitch. And then we're going to chain 1 and cut the yarn and then pull that all the way through and pull tight. Okay, then we can grab our yarn needle and sew in this end, and you actually have a really nice heart applique at this point. So if you wanted to, you could just sew this onto, you know, a nice hat or a scarf or a blanket or something. It's a really nice applique, but I want to turn it into a bookmark to give to someone who loves to read. I think that's a really cute gift idea. My mom loves to read. Oh my gosh, she's obsessed with reading. She never travels without her Kindle. She loves it so much. So maybe I'll give this to her. Anyways, we're going to, well, I guess you can't really use this for a Kindle, but she loves books too. Regardless. There we go. Just cut the extra yarn. You can see that I was just sewing in those ends there. Fabulous. Look at how cute that is. Okay, so now to make the tassel, what we're going to do is grab our yarn, and I'm going to cut long strands. I'm using my arm length basically, but you can really measure out however much yarn you want, however long you want your braid to be, but we need 6 strands of even lengths. Okay, so 6 strands of the same length. So that's up to you, however long you want to make yours. See, that's 5, here's 6. Okay, and then we're going to cut that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 strands cut on each side. Okay, and then what we're going to do is go into round 2 at the top here where the center is. We're going to go into round 2's corner space right here and grab that yarn through just like that. Then we're going to make it so it's even on both sides. Okay, so I just like to fold this in half and then stretch this out, make sure that it is even. Okay, and then what we're going to do is tie this in a knot. So I just like to wrap it around my fingers like this. Okay, and then come through and grab that strand. Whoops, there we go. And pull. Kind of like how we make a slip knot, except we're pulling all the way through. And then just tighten this as close as you can to the heart. Just like that. Perfect. That looks really good. Now you should have 12 strands of yarn, and what we're going to do now is separate these into groupings of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's 3 groupings of 4, and now we are going to braid this. Now, if you need help learning how to braid, there are video tutorials to teach you how to braid. I am going to just go over one side and then over to the other side. And you want your braid to be kind of tight, so it is pretty easy if you tape this down or had somebody hold it. Sometimes I sit in a chair and I squeeze this between my knees and then just braid going up real fast. But you can, set something heavy on this as well, and so you have some tension. But I'm just going to braid this for however long I want to make this, and that's totally up to you. Usually I'll go about 10 to 12 inches, because some really good books are bigger books, and then the tassel can hang down the bottom. Books are, they could be 8 inches tall or 10 inches tall, so really that's up to you. Or if you have a specific book in mind, you can measure this alongside the book that you want to use this. You can give this as a gift to somebody along with a book. That'd be a really nice gift idea, actually, a book with a bookmark. So, I mean, you can make your braid as long as you want, so I'm just going to do that, and then I'll meet you up and we'll tie this off. Alright, once your braid is as long as you want it to be, you're just going to grab all the strands together like this and kind of just tie the knot exactly how we did up here. So just wrap it around your fingers, twist it, and grab it, and pull. And then just make sure that it's where you want the knot to be. Right here. And then just pull tight. And so it's secure. Okay, and then you just want to cut this a little bit shorter. It depends on how long you want your tassel to be. Just be careful with your scissors. Okay, and just cut that tassel just like that. Cute, and there it is. Your heart little bookmark is complete. Thank you so much for watching and learning how to make this super simple, fast, easy project. That was a lot of fun. Make sure to share the comments of what your favorite book is in the description or in the comment section of this video. Big thank you to Red Heart Yarns for providing this yarn today, and big thank you to my dad for videotaping and editing. And for videotaping and editing all the 365 days of Granny Squares too, because that was a big, huge project that we accomplished. And if you haven't checked it out already, make sure to check out the 365 Days of Granny Squares project on my website, YARNutopia. Until next time, everyone, happy hooking!